Dear Bob, welcome to XYZ, where safety blah 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 safe code of practices blah 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 safety schmafety.
Small, large, medium, medium, small, large. Oh yeah, everything's cool. Yeah, I'm doing good. You wanna see me tonight? Good. Yeah, I'm doing good.
That's my ladder!
In the real world, Bob would not last until lunchtime at any work site. In fact, each and every person on the job is responsible for safety, for yourself and for your co-workers. The goal of this program is to show you some of the safety basics that you need to know in order to do your job safely for years to come. Safety rules are in force at all times, no exceptions. And everybody is expected to get trained to use tools and equipment safely and to follow the code of safe practices. Before long, safety becomes second nature. For instance, before starting work each day, look around the site for unsafe conditions. At the end of the day, make sure the site is safe and secure. If you know of a safety problem on your job, it is your responsibility to seek out a foreman, supervisor, or safety officer and tell them. They have the authority to suspend work and remove employees from locations where company safety policies and OSHA safety rules are not being followed. Your attendance at safety meetings is not optional. It is part of your job. Not following the safety rules can lead to disciplinary measures and possibly losing your job. Safety starts with what you wear. You should wear a hard hat, sturdy boots, long pants, and eye protection when required. In addition, earplugs are required when working in a noisy environment. Next, you need to wear orange or another approved color of high visibility outerwear with light reflective material attached. The use or possession of alcohol or illegal drugs is not permitted. Likewise, no one is allowed to work under the influence of these substances. Failure to comply with this rule may be grounds for suspension or dismissal. Employees on prescription or over-the-counter drugs need to get specific medical advice about the effects of their medication before beginning work. Common sense also applies to safety. Scuffling, horseplay, insulting behavior, or harassment that could result in putting someone in jeopardy is prohibited. No one is ever allowed to enter manholes, underground vaults, chambers, tanks, silos, or other confined spaces without proper training, certification, equipment, or permits. You have all heard it before, but here it is again. Pay attention. When lifting heavy objects, lift with the legs, not your back. When moving while carrying a load, make sure the path is clear. And when you turn with your legs and not by twisting the spine. If the object to be lifted is too heavy or awkwardly shaped, get help. If help is not available, use a mechanical aid. Take care of your back. You're going to need it for a long time. If you have an injury, no matter how minor, report it to your supervisor right away. Also, don't leave tools and equipment lying around. Keep the work site clean and free of debris at all times. Properly dispose of trash and hazardous materials. Store and stack materials in a safe and orderly manner. Smoke only in designated smoking areas, and never smoke while handling combustible equipment or material. Never expose a tank or vessel to any source of heat or flame until you have determined that no possibility of explosion exists, and you have been authorized by your foreman to begin work. The presence of explosive or flammable gases and material is to be determined by a qualified person using a properly calibrated meter. When working with hazardous chemicals or materials, at break times, wash your face and hands before eating, drinking, smoking, or using the toilet. This can keep you from ingesting poisonous materials and from bringing them home with you on your skin or clothing. Everyone on the crew, including you, needs to know the location of the following items: fire extinguisher, first aid kit, MSDS sheet, and other required safety gear. And everyone on the job needs to know the procedure for summoning local medical emergency help by using 911 or the job site radio system.